Okay, so NXT Takeover Dallas was last night, and I just want to talk about it a little bit because it was just NXT just does it again. It seems like they just get their takeover specials just get better and better. Um, just a really really good show. It's gonna be tough for anything this weekend to top that. You know everything about the show. All the matches were good. The crowd was hot. It was just the way it was presented, everything just felt huge, and it was really, really good, and I really, really enjoyed it. So, the first match on the card was American Alpha versus The Revival. Pretty much as good as a tag team match is going to get. Just really, really good stuff from both teams. I'm really like, I wasn't really into The Revival at first, but I've been watching them a lot more. I've been paying attention to them a lot more, and just technically, they're probably the best tag team in the WWE right now. Just the things that they do, the little things like there was an instance last night where Gable was going for a tag, and usually, you know, one of the guys jumps in or both of them jump in, and they just pounce on the guy and grab his leg, but instead, I think it was Dawson. I still have a hard time. I still mix these guys up. I think it was Dawson went under the ring, came out on American Alpha side and pulled Jordan off. Like I've never seen that before. That was great. And then there was another instance where both guys just ran in and just cut off Gable at the pass. I thought that was really good too. Um, I thought it was a good idea to give American Alpha the titles because those guys are just super over right now. Um, just they're super fiery. I mean, when Jordan comes in with the hot tag and he just suplexes the fuck out of people, it's just really really fun to watch. That was a really fun match to watch. I'm really looking forward to when these guys get together again and battle over those titles because I think it's going to be just as good, if not better, than this last match. Um, so on to the next one: Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin. I like this match a lot better than I thought I would going into it because I've never really seen Austin Aries. I've never, paid much attention to him. I've never watched his matches. So I didn't really know what he was about. I know he had, I know he's got a big following. I know he's a great wrestler just from what I've seen people say about him, but I've never really watched him. But he came in and man, they played that little guy versus big guy angle up to a T. Like if you're gonna book a big guy versus little guy match, watch that match and book it that way. It was just Austin Aries flying around the ring, being super flashy and just hopping on Corbin's back and just beating the crap out of it. And Corbin just standing up and tossing him like a rag doll. It was really really good, and I can't say enough good things about Baron Corbin. I was really low on the guy. Um, not too long ago, but I think he's really put it together as a heel, and I think he really gets it. I think he's just like he's improving at a really fast rate. Um, and he plays it up so good. The big man, the asshole. He's in the ring yelling at the crowd. He's putting on a claw hold and he's yelling, "Go back to the Indies and go back to ROH and shit like that." It was just really really good. Not the best match on the card, but still really good. I get why they gave Aries the win because they just want to extend this a little bit more. And at the end of the feud, they'll probably give Corbin the win just because it makes sense. Corbin is going to be a monster heel. Um, when eventually he gets up to the main roster, I hope they'll give him a pretty decent push because he's really turned it around and has really put it all together. The next match on the card was, I mean, fucking match of the year. Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. I can't say enough good things about this match. From a pure wrestling standpoint, it was one of, if not the best matches I've ever seen. Just, I mean, Nakamura alone is going to be a megastar. His entrance gave me goosebumps, and that really doesn't happen now. I've been watching wrestling a long time. I've seen them all, and when he came out, I just got goosebumps. It was just like you knew this moment was a special moment, and it really felt like a special moment when he came out. And it's just like the guy has so much character. It's like, how do you fit all that character into one body? So much charisma. It's just oozing out of him. It's insane. The guy's gonna be a superstar. Um, the match itself was a very Japanese style match. A lot of strikes, a lot of knees, which was I was surprised that they let that happen, just because WWE and how strict they are on concussions. I thought they were gonna kind of water Nakamura's style down a bit and maybe have him throw a couple, but man, he was fucking laying him in. Uh, the knees on the double knees on the apron where he was on the apron. Sammy was like laid over the apron like this, and Nakamura just came down right on his head. Man, that was, like I said, I can't say enough good things about this match. Nakamura is gonna. I give it 6 months. Honestly, I give Nakamura 6 months before he's the NXT champion, and just over like Rover, man. He was perceived like a god, and I mean, I'm almost speechless. I mean, that's how good it was. It was just really, really good. And Sami Zayn was just great as always. It really felt like his last match in NXT, just the way that, he got the send off, the crowd chanting thank you, and it just felt like a goodbye. It's kind of a bittersweet moment because Sami Zayn was a staple in NXT since the beginning. But he's up on the main roster now, and he's gonna do good things. And I can't wait to see him at WrestleMania. Hopefully, he wins the title. I think it's gonna be either him or Owens. But that's another video for another day. The next match was, I believe it was Asuka versus Bailey. This match I thought was pretty good too. I thought it was a good women's match. Uh, I knew all along, once they announced the match, I knew Asuka was gonna win. Bailey has had the title for almost a year. Like, she won it at what was it? I think it was Takeover Brooklyn, which was before SummerSlam. So yeah, almost a year ago. Um, so I had a feeling that they were gonna give it to Asuka because Asuka has been getting the super push. She hasn't lost, and I honestly feel that after WrestleMania this coming Monday, I think Bailey's going to debut on the main roster. I think she's going to do the back and forth. I think she's going to feud with Asuka for a little bit in NXT, but she's also going to be um, on the main roster doing her thing up there with the newly revived women's division. So I thought the finish was a little anticlimactic. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I just thought the way the match was going, I thought they were going to build to something bigger. Um, but Asuka puts on the Asuka lock, which is really just crossface chicken wing, and Bailey just passes out. I was really not expecting it to end right there. I thought Bailey was gonna kick out of it, make some sort of comeback, but Asuka was gonna cut her off, then put her in the Asuka lock, and Bailey was probably gonna tap or something. But I like the way they did it their way because it makes Asuka look strong, and it also keeps Bailey looking strong because she didn't tap out. She passed out. Um, but yeah, I mean a really good women's match. I was really impressed with both of them, and Asuka is gonna be another megastar. She's great. I love her. So then what's up next? Yeah. Oh, Balor vs. Joe, the main event. I thought this was better than their London match. I thought it was really, really good. The story that they were telling about Joe just being a friggin' monster. I thought it was really, really good. I thought the blood at the beginning of the match really set the tone that this was just gonna be a war. Um, I kind of didn't like the fact that they were stopping the match to clean Joe up. I get why they did it because it could be